Have you ever wondered what you could achieve after 5 years of making video games? Because 5 years ago I fell in love with game development, and over this time I've made some good and also some bad games. A lot of bad games actually. And in today's video I want to show you all the games I've made and what I've learned over the past years. So stay till the end to see what you can achieve in half a decade of making video games. I know I said that I started developing games 5 years ago, but I actually first downloaded Unity in 2016, which is now... wait, that's 8 years ago. Man, I'm getting old. I didn't have my own PC at that time and probably got bored of playing Minecraft with 20 FPS on my parents' crappy laptop. So I downloaded Unity to make my own game, because clearly that would run better, right? Yeah, no. I tried following a tutorial on creating a shooter game without code, because obviously I didn't want to learn how to code. I mean, who am I? A nerd? Hey, you quit that. As you can imagine, Unity crashed every time I tried to create a bit of terrain. I tried several times creating the same map over and over again, but it crashed every single time. In the end, I got frustrated and just gave up. Years passed by and I completely forgot about game development until the end of 2019. With my new PC and newfound confidence, I once again downloaded the Unity game engine. I watched tutorials and spent all my free time developing a game that would change the game industry forever. With Unity not crashing every 5 minutes, there was nothing that could stop me. So let me present to you Astronaut Game! Come on, it was my first game. And I was 15, what did you expect? The games will get better as the video progresses, just trust me. I think I made this following a tutorial series, but sadly I couldn't find the videos anymore. And with my new knowledge, I once again set on the journey to create the ultimate world change. I recreated Super Mario. But it actually taught me a lot about the basics of Unity. But now I was finally ready to create an actual game. I created a simple tower defense game with completely original towers. This was also the first time I created the art, if you wanna call it that, myself. Of course, it had a lot of bugs that I didn't know how to fix at the time, but boy was I hooked. Making games was all I could think about, and I was already planning my next game, but then...
Stay at home.
Stay home, stay safe.
Quite simply, stay at home.
For most people, this news was devastating. I, on the other hand, was actually kind of excited, because this meant I could stay at home all day and develop games. Perfect for my unsocial, lazy ass that I was. And so I began working on a farming game with a similar concept to Overcooked, where you try to satisfy your customers' needs. I still think to this day that the game had some potential, but like with every game I made at that time, I quickly got bored and lost interest. And so I quickly moved on to a different project, a side-scroller platformer-like game. Of course in 2D and using pixel art, because that's all my dumb ass could comprehend. Looking back at this game, it was definitely a cool project, and I learned a lot, like parallax backgrounds and advanced platformer controls such as Coyote Time. In contrast to most other game developers in their beginnings, I already knew about the problem of scope creep, meaning that you shouldn't make a really big game, especially when you're alone and just starting out. But that doesn't mean I listened to the advice others gave me. So I made a 2D top-down RPG with multiplayer and a whole ass story focused on speedrunning. Needless to say, I never came even close to finishing the game, but honestly, it's still one of my favorite projects to this day. The complex systems I implemented all by myself, like an inventory system, crafting system, and custom anime behavior, taught me so much about programming, and I learned skills that ultimately helped me land an internship at a software company. Without this game, I wouldn't be where I am today, and it will forever hold a special place in my heart. This project was also heavily inspired by another indie game. Comment down below if you know which one. After that, it was time for something different. So I decided to create and actually finish a mobile game. And I never got that close to completing a game, although there was still a lot to do now that I look back at it. I had this really fun mechanic in mind where you bounce a ball by tapping, but the gravity changes based on what side of the phone you are. But I have to admit, the execution could have been better. Still learned a lot though. Just like you should learn how to subscribe to this channel right now. Trust me, it's a critical life skill. But hey, those were all 2D games. Are you too dumb to make a 3D game? I hear you ask. Well, actually, shut up. I definitely experimented with 3D games, watched some tutorials, and also tried making a little card game. It turned out pretty good, and it's not that I can't make 3D games, I just enjoy 2D more, but I will make more 3D stuff in the future, I promise. I also made this 2D platformer where the main focus was definitely on art. I tried to get better at pixel art and I think I did a really good job, but also the controls, oh my god, they are really good. And although there's not much content, this game feels incredible. I was slowly getting the hang of this whole game development thing, but then... Remember, I was still in school at that time, and when the final year came around, I wanted to really focus on getting good grades to achieve a good final score. This was 100% the right choice, don't get me wrong, but I still wish I hadn't given up completely on game dev. Because after graduating, I didn't return to game dev. I just needed some free time to enjoy life for a moment. I also started my internship and somewhat forgot about what I used to love so much, developing games. Around 6 months ago, after not making games for 1.5 years, I got that itch again. That desire to create games. This time, I wanted to take it seriously and actually show my work to the world through YouTube videos. Surely this wouldn't be too hard. I won't go into details about the games I've created since you can watch the videos on my channel. I created 5 games. A 2D horror game, a FNAF remake, a clicker game, a vampire survival-like, and a tower building game. I finished all of them. I finally did it. I made games and people actually enjoyed playing them. I get asked a lot how I learned game development. I hope this video clears things up. Your best source to learn are probably YouTube, and also, and I can't believe I'm saying this right now, the sponsor of today's video, Brilliant.org. Brilliant is the best way to learn anything about math, programming, AI and much more, with thousands of interactive courses where you learn by actually doing the stuff while you learn it, which is proven to be 6 times more effective than just watching lectures or YouTube videos. Where was this when I started learning game development? It would have saved so much time. You can also build up streaks and learn on your phone just like Duolingo, and it's just really cool. They recently launched a bunch of new programming courses which I know you're interested in. You can learn anything from the basics of programming to writing your own applications in Python. They also have a course about game development, which is definitely a good starting point if you want to learn how to develop games yourself. If you want to support this channel and try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/Nebulix, scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description. You also get 20% of an annual premium subscription, so definitely check it out. And a huge thank you to Brilliant for sponsoring this video. And this is it. My full game development journey and all the projects I started over the years. Well, I've done some experience on the side, but they're not really worth mentioning. I hope this video inspired you to start or continue your game dev journey. If so, check out Brilliant, like this video, and if you want to see me struggle at making more games, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Click the video on screen to see the video of one of the games I recently created.